justification of selected models and
Yeah, please, Mr. Naidu.
I think there are few more yet to join.
yeah, I'll wait, please. I'll wait.
Naidu sir, after listening to you, it feels like I have to still a lot of work to do. It's so much. Oh my God. Tension is creeping in now.
I'm worried about the exam because for the assignment, we can at least have this kind of discussion, and even with these many discussions, we still have so many doubts. But what about the exam? That's going
I
to
think
be
we'll
really
have one more
challenging, I
month
guess.
for exam, Shweta. So we will, once we are through with the assignment, I think we'll feel more confident about the exam too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And let's
Shall I
worry
go?
for that. When we have to worry, let's focus right now
I
on
know.
this and get this sorted. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
such a big
Rebecca.
exam.
No, I thought
So,
maybe
yeah.
this is the right time to choose for a course because our work at office had reduced literally. But the moment I took this course, the work has increased. Like I work sometimes till 9:30, 10 o'clock in the night, and I'm not even finding time. So I was like, maybe it was a wrong decision that I chose to do the course now.
Trust me, everyone's sailing in the same boat. Everyone.
True.
Shall I continue, please?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, coming out of the
What about the
justification-
others? What do others think as well? I mean, are others here? I don't know.
Because since the recording is in process, that people can go through later also, na?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Now, coming out of the for part 4, justification of selected model, as rightly been brought out by other participants, and also what Jyoti ma'am has made a mention. We need to be specific to the case study under what we are considered. So, what I did for my ease of understanding and keeping the deployment, first I understood the benefits of the model what I selected. For me to be very clear, what ADDIE model are, what are its characteristics, and what is its USP actually. So, I have taken the sentences of that and modified the sentences to my case study. For example, ADDIE model, the justification why I chose, I give following are the reasons. One, it gives a clear direction and flow for instruction. The structure is so well laid out. The instructor knows what action is needed to take before they move to the next step. So that's how I developed it. It is very effective for online, offline, and blended training. Trainer can assess objectives and the results to figure out after at each part of the or each phase of the training, and mid-course correction can be undertaken. So that's how I given various reasons why I selected that, taking the benefits of the model as a base, not written as it is, but modified the sentences so that it akins to the requirement of the case under study. Same analogy I've deployed for backward design model. What is the benefit for that? Modified the sentences to the requirement of the my case under study. To give one example of backward design model, one of the reason I gave was learners built the skill and knowledge needed to accomplish nursery learning goals. And other, I said, unnecessary disruptions in learning process are eliminated. Succinct objectives are maintained. It lends itself to transparent and explicit instruction. So I kept it a little generic, but to the case study in general. That's how I developed my answer. Something close to that. It may not be appropriate or to complete, but something closer to that. What to my little layman understanding. And thereafter, we need to list 5 factors of comparison between both the models selected. In my case, ADDIE and backward design. So I've divided into 2 columns. Factors of comparison are as given below. Heading 1 column, ADDIE model, and on the neighbor column, I put as the adjacent column, backward design model. I've taken 5 factors mentioning. One is a forward moving model, second is a backward moving model. Then profile of the end beneficiary is known in one model. Profile of the end beneficiaries at the moment is a suspect, keeping some reasons I given that. Similarly, other factors is purpose of learning is same for all. Purpose of learning may not be same for all under different situations. Course design is elaborate, needs interaction with different stakeholders. In the case of backward design, course designing is usually simple, and it can be done by one course developer. So such kind of 4, 5, 6 of them, I brought the differences in the factors of comparing both the models. Finally, the subpart 5, possibility of using other ISD models or the mix of ISD models in the case study under. So I have listed Azure ID model, Krathwohl's effective domain and ID model, and universal 5-step model. Thereafter, I given one paragraph as a conclusion. That's all. That's how I concluded my entire Q1. Just for your update to all of you all, please.
Oh my God, that's a lot of work.
Naidu sir, how long did it take you to build the first draft and then
Ma'am,
finalize it?
to be very frank with you, how I gone about is I did little backward synchronization. I did not do a holistic study on the entire format. I took nearly 2.5 days. So what first I read the question. I broke down the question into various subtasks, like how I need to approach the question. So it has been very clearly, sir.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you saying,
So-
Surinder?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Surinder, you are not audible. Could you please speak a little louder? Sorry? You're not audible. Probably you can post your message in the chat, maybe. I don't know.
You can type your message in the chat.
Yeah, Surinder, I mean, could you be a little louder, please?
Maybe network problem is there.
No, you're not
Surinder?
audible. That's the only issue.
Surindarji, you can type it in the chat also.
Task is considered for comparison.
Okay, he's not audible.
Surinder, sir,
Naidu sir, you can probably continue just to what exactly, how did you go about it and
yeah,
how
ma'am,
long
what I
did you
did,
take?
yeah, I've first I've broken down the entire question into various subtasks what I'm required to do, and first I thought let me first build my case. Though all the examples of various cases have been given in the case books, 13 cases which have been given. So I understood the background. Then I thought let me build up my own case. Then I thought before I built up a case, let me identify the topic on which I need to do my instructional design. So I did a little reverse synchronization. So I thought once I identify the topic which will be easy for me to develop my design or a topic which is of my niche area. So I thought stress management, I've taken one, and on that stress, if I had to build up a case, what could be that? So that's how I built up the case. Company was doing good. Suddenly performance came down. What are the reasons and whereby the HR manager has been told to undertake these? He came out with a study. One common factor is the stress. That's how I developed it. An instructional designer or the developer of the company has been told to develop a training program on stress management for employees of the ABC company. So that's how I identified it. So first I identified the topic. Based on that, reverse synchronization, and accordingly, when a case ko built up kiya. Once this has been done, then of course, company, when I was building up the case, so I was working on other areas. Nature and type of employees कौन होंगे. So any company big होगा, छोटा होगा, बड़ा होगा. मैंने mid size company ले लिया, strength मैंने 500 को रखा deploy, and I wanted all levels of hierarchy, right from floor shop to the top management. And generally all fundamental vertical should be there. All kinds of departments should be there. So that's how I gone for a manufacturing unit. So being in Coimbatore, it's a commercial area. So here it is famous for grinders and gears. So that came to my mind blindly. I've deployed those two words, manufacturing company, grinder and gears karke. So levels को identify किया, strength को मैंने 500 रखा, various levels of hierarchy को मद्देनजर रखते हुए, nature and type of audience को मैंने nature and type के अंदर उसको involve किया. That's how I gone about in 2. Third, coming out of the deployment ID model, I did a separate study on exactly what ID model is all about and what are the various steps, what are the sub steps in that, and each sub step calls for what kind of content. So having understood theoretically of that learning content, then I said, what I did, I have deployed that learning content, one line, two line. For example, analysis phase is there, and it has got 4 sub steps. Instructional goal. So instructional goal is nothing but what I learned in my learning. It is we have to identify the title for the training program. So that's how I deployed the training program ka title as a stress management for employees of ABC company. So this is the one of the step under the analysis ka step 1. That is instructional goal. Then the step 2 under it is your instructional analysis. So what does the instructional analysis say? What I learned, it is nothing but the topic what you're going to speak to your trainees, the major subheads of that or the major breakdown of that topic. So in that I have thought 4 hoga. Definition of stress pata hona chahiye, causes of stress pata hona chahiye, of stress pata hona chahiye, and how to mitigate the stresses through various methods and techniques. So I divided that as a instructional analysis. And learning analysis is nothing but the TNA, what I learned. So TNA ka jo points hai usme likh diya maine. Then coming on the learning objectives, which is the main core of the entire design. So there I was little more specific to identify not many and not to have 1 or 2. So I went for 4 of them as the objectives. Did again a backward. At the end of my training session or a one-day workshop, every trainer should be able to do what? So they have to do this. But when I written that, when I went to identify what they require to achieve, I correlated with my instructional analysis, because it has to match with the instructional analysis, what you're teaching them, like definition of stress, causes of stress, types of stresses, and what are the methods and techniques to mitigate or to defeat the stress. Us learning content ko, if somebody अच्छी तरह सीख लेगा, what will be the learning outcome of it? So those learning outcome को मैंने crystallize किया, that he should be able to identify the causes and symptoms of stress. It is one of the learning outcome. Because ultimately, once you identify these 4 learning outcomes to my requirement, later rest of the entire progress of the design of the ADDIE model will go on that. So when subsequently I've translated to phase 2. That is your design. The way I've worked for my analysis phase, similarly I went for design. I mean, what is the design means? How many steps steps are there at that? I've learned in the Google में पढ़ने के बाद, and वो सब steps का content को mind में रखते हुए इसको मैंने analysis phase से उसको आगे deploy किया by keeping my stress management topic very in your own language, 2 to 3 lines, so that very structuredly you have given it. So that's how design phase get built up. Similarly development, 3rd phase. अभी development, what development? Again Google में मैंने check किया क्या सब steps है, वो learning content को मैंने case के साथ relate करके I've done. That's how I deployed the ADDIE model. Same strategy I deployed for backward design also. And alongside this, both the case studies given in the case book for ADDIE model and the backward design, I have learned in isolation related to the case given there for my better understanding. So whatever the case was given by our faculty in the book, usko maddenazar rakhte hue, how did he develop the design and how did he divide his steps in various phases, usko maine independently सीखा और थोड़ा सा आइडिया लिया and little by Google का आइडिया लेके accordingly I deployed both the models. Now one may have a question, among 19-20 ADDIE models, how did you come to only these 2 models? To be very frank with you, ADDIE is a universal model, is the basis of all the models, very easy to understand, very sequential, and it's a very linear in model. सबसे पहले everybody generally deploys that. So सबसे पहले मैंने बोला वो मॉडल को अच्छी तरह पढ़ लेता हूँ, समझ लेता हूँ. Then thereafter, I've seen rest of the other models are going in a different context. Some are learner specific, some are style specific, some are motivational or behavioral specific, or what you call effective domain specific. And these abhi ADDIE है cognitive come domain oblique skill based. All 3 domain areas of our learning can be deployed here. So उसलिए मैंने ADDIE model का choose कर लिया. अभी ADDIE model को इतना elaborate लिख दिया, फिर मैंने बोला एक छोटा model लेता हूँ. To be very frank with you, that's how I done little shortcut and went with the backward design model. It has got only 3 steps. So uska steps ko whatever I understood in the case book, little Google effort, and accordingly I developed that. That's how I shortlisted these 2. But to answer the 5th question, what are the other ADDIE models which you can also deploy them? Usko mere ko karne ke liye I did little more homework. So I went furthermore, because all the 19-20 models, it will be difficult for you to understand and to comprehend in such a short phase of time. So what I did, I identified steps which are very self-explanatory, leaving out the learners based model or motivational based models and IT based models, product selling models, marketing based models. In सबको मैंने delete कर दिया because that will not fit into my stress management. Like there are some case studies which are very specific to product selling, marketing models, learner styles models, or motivational models. So that it will be very difficult for you to deploy it here. So I said, let me put that model which is very generic, which can take on any kind of topic. It could be part of any kind of domain, cognitive, affective, or psychomotor domain. So usko dekhte hue, that's how I identified what you call Azure model and not Azure model, Azure model, Craigworth effective domain because stress is related to your little behavior and related to little element of cognitive also. So that's how I've taken effective domain of Craigworth. And finally, universal 5-step model. So all this dictate I've gone about in preparing my answer. Once I had a blueprint in my mind, I put my structure in the form of a what you call a breakdown of various topics, and accordingly, if you're hath se likh ke, I completed it in handwritten note because I can't type it. I'm not that skillful in going for the word computing is concerned. So this is how I've gone about this.
Naidu sir, and did you go through case studies? What sir has given?
Yeah,
All
I've
the
gone
case
through that.
studies?
Yeah, I've basically
All the
I've given
13.
yeah, all 13 of them I've given a cursory reading. But my main
Okay.
emphasis, again, to revisit, my main emphasis was adding backward design because those are two models I chose. So I need to be clear on that. So I spent a lot of time on those two models and the way he's developed his design actually.
Okay, and what do you suggest? I've not gone through the book much. So should I first do the case studies and then go through the book? The
Ma'am,
text?
what I recommend is adding models to definitely up kari do, ma'am. Because that's a universal,
Okay.
is a mother of all models as per the business of instructional developer goes.
Okay.
Very easy to understand, very sequential, very linear.
Okay.
And
So
close
first
to that,
I'll do adding.
yeah, adding
Okay.
kar lena, ma'am. And when you
Okay.
go, but what I recommend is we are not only doing from this assignment point of view, we have to prepare ourselves and enable ourselves from the examination point of view. It's an open
Correct.
subject actually. So what I recommend is give a cursory reading for the entire 69 pages of the book. And in that all 13 models are there, 13 case studies are there, 18 models
Okay.
is deployed in that. Once you give a cursory
Okay.
reading, you'll have a fundamental knowledge because what happens is there are some common terms which come at various stages of the steps of various models. Like for example, performance outcome. It is a main core actually for any instructional design because at the end of the training program, you want your trainees for them to be able to achieve all that. So this performance outcome, वो word जो है वो बार-बार आता रहेगा. अभी एक
Okay.
particular case study, एक particular ID model में वो performance outcome कैसा deploy होता है, you'll have a clarity of that. So you need to be
Okay.
hooking on to that topic called performance outcome. Similarly,
Okay.
assessment tools, it's a very common. Then
Okay.
what do you call? Then there comes the instructional strategies or instructional experiences or learning experiences. Like these are the very common words which are used in various formats in the various case studies. And those once you pick up, it will be easy for you to deploy in your ID model chosen for this particular case, and also it will help you enable preparing holistically for your examination point of view. So that's how you can go about reading all 13 of them. Understanding the fundamental knowledge may not be the deep reading, but ADDIE model deep reading कर लेना, एक correlated another general model ले लेना based on the topic.
Okay.
But उससे पहले please identify a topic. It will be easy for you. एक topic आप लेके which topic use your niche area, which you are very familiar with, where you feel little comfort. वो topic को लेके you build up a case. In my case, I thought stress management.
Okay.
तो एक case को build up कर दिया मैंने 10 line का. Similarly, you can take any one topic. It could be problem solving or it could be management of time because there may be so much of wastage happening in a manufacturing company. Profits are coming down, not able to meet the targets, or interpersonal relation, decision making, any kind of life skill if you want to deploy. वो लेके you can make a case and what topic over then you can build on your models actually.
Okay. Okay. So after I finish the 69 pages of the book, I can go to the text. Should I read the textbook also once? The whole thing.
Yeah, ADDIE model का instructional design का initial page is very important for you to read, and taxonomy of learning has to be read because that's very important because various levels of learning or hierarchy of learning in terms of all three domains of learning. That's also is the background knowledge for all ID models because taxonomy of learning is one context, and the same is also being used as an ID model. Like you have a Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive domain ID model. Similarly, Craigbull's what do you call model of effective domain again is ID model. Plus at the same time is give the levels of learning from the learning point of view also.
Okay.
So that is because this will definitely aid you for preparing for your exams also.
Janvi, if you want to know how many pages you have to read for both the questions, you can go to 100 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, because all the there are only 110 pages in the book.
I know.
So
I
you just have
know.
to go to no, because all the questions that sir has asked, till the second question on the sub questions, it requires actually, I think the entire syllabus that he has taught, he's covered it in the assignment questions.
Yeah, very true. Very, true.
Very smart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he made sure that we go through each and everything.
Yeah.
if you have choice between book and slides, I'll recommend you to go through his slides, because there are a lot of things that I found that are available in the slides, but not in the book.
Okay. Okay.
So I
And
felt-
yeah, Jyoti.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Naidu sir if he's listened to the recordings once again, all the class recordings.
Ma'am, to be very honest and truthful to you, I have not gone through any recordings yet. To be very frank, because I was
Okay.
not well, I was hospitalized, and I was away from my main learning sessions also. And only few sessions I could attend. I was not able, even while attending also, I was not fully concentrating on it. And it was a kind of a makeshift kind of thing, to be very frank. So I did not go through that. Even PPTs, most of them I don't have access also. I have not yet put them in a slide in a proper manner. So I
Okay.
relied on book, case book, what ma'am has shared, Jyoti ma'am, and Google के ऊपर little time spent किया. I did very selective study for this assignment, very specific to that.
Okay.
So that's how
Okay.
I gone about. But I need to do a lot for my examination.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Naidu sir. Thank you,
Thank
Jyoti.
Welcome.
So we finished with the first question, right? We are done with
Yep.
the first question.
Right. And second question, I think we already discussed this during our last meeting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that.
So I think, maybe we should take an attempt on starting, let's start writing it, whatever we have understood. So it will, and let's at least put a rough draft, and slowly it will start, shaping it up.
Yeah, shaping up. And so
Ma'am,
we are meeting.
Jyoti
Yes,
ma'am,
yes, sir.
sorry, Jyoti ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you remember yesterday when they were going through all the four subparts of Q2, there are some portions where you put on a yellow oblique orange background, which were not clear, and we were required to revisit them today whenever we had a time. Can you go on to your notepad page of that, please?
Yeah.
Because
I
certain things
thought
are unanswered.
I thought we already put the page numbers against everything last time when I sent out the
Like there are
document.
some unanswered where you put a background. Page numbers were referenced where answers were available, but there are, for example,
Okay.
if you go to Q2, C question,
Cognitive,
C question, no, ma'am.
the rational model, natural model,
Sorry,
and
not C, B may.
B was suppose you are
The
you
60
have
plus
been asked for
company.
any placement opportunities.
About competency
Yeah.
mapping, we have not done.
Yeah,
what
so
was that?
Jyoti, can you remove that page, Jyoti? Second question.
One was
Can I
competency
remove the
mapping.
Can you share
Mapping and
that
placement
page? Second
opportunities.
question.
Okay,
That is a
let me
different
do that.
And what was the approach to analyze the placement opportunities? Even that also we did not have a clear answer to that. What
Plus
should be our
the last
approach?
question, examples also had to be discussed. The last some models sir had asked to explain with examples.
Examples of the case, na, ma'am, that is instructional environmental analysis ka all four models.
Kirkpatrick's.
Shakil, can you make me the co-host?
Yeah, you already in.
Competency mapping is on page 74 of the textbook.
That reference of 74 and 79. 74 is a breakdown and 79 is a case study example they gave for competency learning
Absolutely.
or competency mapping. You see page number 79, ma'am. Proper breakdown is given as a case.
The competency mapping is has to be done for a job function. If somebody is at that particular job function, what is expected out of that person? So if the person is a manager, or if the person is a developer, if the person is director, so we always do the mapping to the job function. So here last time we were confused because we didn't know how to go about it. Which one was that question?
Competency mapping for one of the learner objective given in the question.
So we need to come up with the learner objective. Our learner
Correct.
objective so we can say that our learner objective has to know Office 365 or at least MS Word. I remember last time we were stuck with the word for these guys, 60 plus people,
Right.
senior citizens. And in one of the slides, sir is actually talking about the basic skills, the life skills or the soft skills. He has 2 full slide pages only for those. So I was thinking when I was going through that, we can use those slides, we can take few of the skills from those and we can use it for this answer. Okay.
Hello,
now I
Jyoti?
need to-
Hello,
Yeah, who is it?
Surendra Singh speaking.
Yeah, Surendra, tell me.
This for 60 plus, whatever we are discussing, can we consider as a consultant as one of the role?
Yes.
And for that, can we write the competency mapping?
Right. Okay. Let's take consultant. So which consultant are we talking about? Is it financial consultant? Is it a
See,
counseling?
those people are very experienced people. Okay, they have
Correct.
put lot of service. They have that
Right.
broad knowledge, qualification, and education. Now
Right.
they can give their expert services
Right.
as a consultant to various companies.
Correct.
Correct. So as a consultant, what are their job functions? We can note down. And against that each job function, we can write the competency referring the page 74.
Correct. So as I said, a person can be consultant in different domains. The people who are there, one
Yeah.
might be in soft skills training, one might be in finance, one might be in marketing, sales, God knows. So we need to come up with which consultants we are looking at. So if it is finance, then we can go through the finance domain, that the person should be able to use certain tools or the balance sheet and everything. So we need to
Yes.
find, yeah, so let's choose one domain of expertise. Then we can do the job mapping accordingly.
So Jyoti, is it limited to just one particular role, or are we looking, or can we look
No,
at,
no.
are we expected to look at multiple? Given
No,
that
it
it's
is, this is just for the sake of the example. See, if you read the entire
right.
question, it is we just want to know how to do the competency mapping for a
Hmm.
job function. Okay. Let me go through this. This is
And this question also asks for the approach to analyze the placement opportunities. So did we decide on this? I mean, is it clear?
Yeah.
What is the answer to this?
Yeah, even that
The
is also
approach.
unclear, ma'am. We need to work on that also.
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I
approaches for this job opportunities we can write based on their field of experience, like finance person. So we can decide that factor, or we can decide based on whatever their qualification and education and certifications are there, or based on their physical and mental conditions.
right.
Like we discussed some point like work from home or part-time job or near to their residence. So that kind of approaches we have to adopt so that we can place them accordingly. So like that we can write some 5-6 approaches for
Okay.
analyzing the job opportunities.
Sir, Surendra sir, can I add on, sir, little point?
Yeah,
Okay, what Jyoti ma'am and others have contributed, coming on to the learning outcomes, as for question 3 is concerned, we are
Yeah.
required, to my understanding, we are required to identify 3 learning outcomes based on the proposed training program. And proposed training program is the 3 days training module, and the name of the training program is Managing Self and Work, right, sir?
yes.
So based on this training program, we had to identify 3 learning outcomes. So what I did little homework, and I could identify 3 of them. I may be wrong also. Just for benefit of others, what I've identified based on this training module is learning outcome 1, understand the benefits of self and work balance. Learning outcome 2, master time management. And learning outcome 3, learn to manage stress. So these are the 3 learning outcomes what I've identified from this training module.
Perfect.
And based on three learning outcomes, I chose 1 learning outcome where I did a reverse synchronization for competency mapping. Now, competency mapping is based on a job function, based on a job role, but competency is a combination of skill, knowledge, and attitudes, which is a competency actually. So skill is a subset of a competency. So to map a competency, so what I understood with my learning learning of the topic, I thought, let me go with this learning outcome, which I listed, number 2 learning outcome, master time management. So that I took as a one of the learning outcome, and time management is a learning outcome on which I did the competency mapping. How did I go about on that? So what I did, I went, what are the skill sets required for an effective time management? So I've identified around 10 skill sets. And for each skill set, a person, before he adopts, he needs to have a competency for him to be efficient and effective. So what are the 10 skill sets under the time management I've identified? One is prioritizing. So for prioritizing skill set, one to acquire, what is the competency you need to achieve? In that, I said you should have the ability to allocate, managing expectations, waste prevention, prioritizing requests and demands, high value activities, performing reviews. These are the competencies I have written in front of that particular skill under the time management. So similarly, I did the effort for other skill sets also, like under time management. This is how I gone about in answering the competency mapping for one learning outcome. So this was my little input to each one of you. Coming on to the opportunities, as based on the learning what we had last time and what ma'am also little put in our file, how I got about, and in addition to what Surinder sir has brought in, I have listed. Just one second.
Do you want to, shall we make you the host, Naidu sir?
नहीं मैम, ये मेरा पेपर हाथ में ही है, वो देख रहा हूँ.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Just one second. But I will not take much time. Sorry for delaying it.
No, I'm just trying to find that slides that sir had shared. Let me search.
So fifth was the approach to analyze the placement opportunities for people of 60 plus are as given below. So I went like these are the things which I considered in my approach to analyze. Retirement, I given a little starting lineup as retirement is used to mean an end of working life. It doesn't mean, but having a job during one's seniors years is now becoming increasingly common. Now the job needs of the senior citizens has to be identified. The qualifications, education background, previous job experience have to be considered. The existing SME, subject matter expertise and domain skills to be taken into account. The best fit job function and job roles to be matched to the job requirement. Proximity, safety, security of the workplace to be considered. The benefits of working after retirement, like financial stability, better social status, good health, lifespan enhancement, social and mental health benefits, and to pursue one's passion to be also factored in while looking for placement opportunities. So these are the little content what I've written under that sub 5 question. So little input from my side, please. That's all.
So sir has given us some links of competency dictionary in one of the PPTs.
Okay, ma'am.
Competency dictionary is basically for all management level, whatever the based on their job functions, what are the skills they should have. That identification of those. That is the competency dictionary, no?
Come again? I can't.
Hello.
Yeah, can you repeat it, Surendra?
वेदर फोरकास्टिंग बता रहा था.
Okay, let me just share my screen and see whether this helps.
अरे उसमें है पापा. किसमें? क्लास में. कहाँ?
Can you see my screen?
अच्छा.
Yes, Jyoti.
Yeah, we can see the screen, please.
So these are the links that sir has shared. I will just put it in our chat.
Do they which this is this? I cannot find this ISTD 7. Okay.
This was 9th May.
Okay.
There is one more slide which I'm not able to find. In that slide, actually, there are two slides in which he has given the exact competency and the skills that are required. It's like a mini dictionary for it, which can be used for our question. And as I said, as Naidu sir said, we can take one skill or one thing in which we have trained them and use that for the competency mapping. Competency mapping always do for the job function, not for the person. Okay, I'll just analyze the placement opportunities. I think this is what we came last time, thinking about the kind of placement opportunities which will fit to the 60 plus. So maybe we can just continue with it, or we can have our own sentences and we can form it and write it in our answers. This is just as a guidance. Don't copy paste literally, guys. I don't want sir to see copy paste from like same things from everybody.
I think that is understandable. We all, otherwise it's going to come across very bad.
Like a true software engineer, copy paste is our religion. So let's not do that.
That's not, yeah, that's a given.
Right. And elements, and I think we already had these things listed.
Yeah, we discussed all this. Yeah.
We discussed all these.
This one, the fourth one, write the example of Kirkpatrick's 4 levels for training evaluation based on any one case. So this we have to do with the example.
Correct. One case, I think we can do one of the above cases, whatever we give as a performance goals, for an outcome for this one. Maybe we can use the same example, keep a performance goal, and then we can do the evaluation, because we need something to evaluate. Instead of taking a brand new case, let's take the senior citizen case only. Yeah. I think sir will be teaching that on this Sunday. I was hoping that he will give us more clarity.
Okay.
In this particular question, case need not to be elaborated, too elaborated. It can be even one half sentence.
Correct. As I said, we can take a case as that senior citizens, as Mr. Naidu said, that senior citizens should be able to do certain things, soft skills or behave and all. We can just take one line and then do the evaluation on that.
So on an average, how long, what would be the, how many words could we expect this to be, given that it's the final question and we've already covered most of the other questions have higher content?
I think sir has given us exactly how much we have to do.
Okay.
He has written somewhere.
Because this question
500 words for each sub question.
500 words.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So for this 100 words will come 100 words for this example of
Because there are 5 questions.
Right. Exactly.
So, sorry to interrupt.
100 to
I think meeting going to end. Shall I send you another link, or what do you say, guys?
Not required. How much time left?
Less than a minute.
Okay, ma'am. Anything left, or we are done with today's session? Or
I
we
think
can,
we are more or less done. I think, as I said, once we start writing it, we may have more questions. So maybe we can do one more round next week, once people have started writing it.
But are we meeting on Tuesday for experiential?
Tuesday we'll go for BSHRD Tuesday, ma'am. Or shall we
I'm
go for
fine.
cognitive or experiential?
I have started everything and have completed nothing. So I have put this end topic.
What about HR, guys? Have all of you started HR?